Land is never going to bankrupt.
How do you generate returns?
It's quite simple. The price only goes up. How to make more value for this land? You are getting a real asset, 20 to 25 millions. Demand is always there.
What are those main risks? Hi everyone. Today we're meeting our newest financing partner, Baltic Terra. So the aim of this conversation is to tell you, dear investors, and whoever is watching us, tell you more about this newest investment opportunity on our platform. And today, Janis is joining me here in the studio, and it's a pleasure to have you here. So would be very nice if you could introduce investors to this diversification opportunity to invest in Baltic Terra. So what is this and what is the idea behind it?
Yeah, of course. And before we are starting to talk about Baltic Terra, I would like to give you some short background of me. So I am 40 years old, and more than 20 years I have been in sales, basically all my career. And specifically last decade I was working on properties, selling, buying and maintaining. So basically, yeah, it was like a natural step for me to create Baltic Terra. And what is Baltic Terra? Baltic Terra is an agriculture land fund.
The question about the business model behind Baltic Terra. Investors naturally will be interested in how do you generate returns. So can you tell us a bit more about this?
Yeah, of course, and it's quite simple. It consists from 3 steps. It's buying, it's leasing, and it's improving. First step, buying. We are buying those lands, making portfolios, and their worth annually goes up by 6 to 7%.
Okay, and the second one?
And the second one, what we are doing, we are renting to local farmers, and from that we are getting revenue around 4 to 5% annually. And yeah, and the third step is we are creating value by improving the lands, because in many cases not 100% plot of the property is cultivated, so we are trying to get those 100%, and that's another way how to make more value for this land.
So you mentioned this first step of purchasing lands. I'm very interested and curious, from whom do you purchase lands?
So first of all, we are buying from other companies, because in the last 10 years I have made great connections and partnerships. So basically I have already acquired client lists potential. Second way where we are buying those properties are from forestry companies, which business model is focusing to forests, but also they have quite a lot of agriculture lands which they are happy to get off, so we are here to help them. And of course also we are buying from the private persons. So
you spoke about returns, but there is this risk-reward ratio, so to say, in the investment world, right? So it's very interesting, of course, to hear more about also the risks, so the other side, so to say, of this investment opportunity. So what are those main risks that investors should be aware of when they are choosing whether to finance or not Baltic Terra?
The main risk is liquidity in some specific regions, but it's not like in all Latvia's territory. So how we are getting over it, that we are not buying in one specific region. We are buying all around Latvia, and for example, if the farmers have weaker season, then it's almost every time in some kind of places, not in all Latvia territory. So yeah, and in the end, when you are investing money in Baltic Terra, you are getting a real asset. It's a farmland. It's not like the stock market, which are going up and down, and one day you are a millionaire and the second one you are almost bankrupt. So land is never going to bankrupt because demand is always there. People want to eat and they need this land for production.
So farmland as an asset, real and tangible asset. So tell me more about the situation on the market in the Baltic region, and probably you can also share some thoughts and compare Baltic region with this regards to other European markets.
So yeah, I think that this is a really great time for investing in farmlands in Baltics and specifically in Latvia, because the prices are very low. The farmlands are undervaluated, because in Latvia the average price is 4,000 to 5,000 per hectare, and if we are looking at Western Europe, then those prices starts from 10 to 40,000, and it's a really big gap. So with the time, the price of course only goes up, and if we are looking at the rental returns, then in Latvia it's around 4 to 5%. But for example, in Holland, where the prices are quite high, around 40,000 per hectare, then this rental returns, it's only 1% until 1.5%.
So one of the values of Debitum Investments as a platform is reliability and transparency. So we know that to our investors, it's a very important and critical thing, right? Tell me a little bit more about how do you ensure that your financials and your reporting standards are kind of aligned with us as a broker for investors, right, as a licensed investment firm?
Yes, of course, transparency is also very important for us, and we have already started to doing business. We have bought first few hundred hectares of land, and before new investors comes in, we are providing audited financial statements, so just to be sure where we are at. And of course, we are going to publish all the track record, history and future deals. So basically every investor will know where his money is going. There will be a list of every property, cadastral numbers, plot sizes, and so on.
Okay, so I know that you're not the only one at Baltic Terra. Tell me more about those people who stand behind the company and who ensure the operational, so to say, side of the business. So who are those people and what are their expertise?
We are a small, but I would say very powerful, very experienced team. We have worked together for more than 10 years, and together we have acquired more than 30,000 hectares.
Well, and the final question is about the long-term vision of yours, of Baltic Terra. So what are the company's main business goals, what you would like to achieve in the foreseeable future?
So the first year goal for Baltic Terra is to get investments for 20 to 25 millions for buying farmlands 5,000 hectares. And that will make us as a major player in Latvia's agricultural land market.
Sounds very ambitious but reachable plan. So thank you very much. I would say that with this, we can conclude this first interaction. I think this will be a very good diversification opportunity for our investors. We will definitely tell investors more in various sections of our website, and Janis obviously will also be in contact and in reach. So we will speak more and tell investors more, since the plan is ambitious, as I mentioned, right? So thank you very much, Janis, once again.
Thank you, Anatoly, and looking forward to working together.